On today's episode of Political Personalities with Skye, we are in the Bronx meeting with Assemblywoman Nathalia Fernandez to get a tour of her district, some of the sights and sounds and tastes.
She's always there, you know? Before you call her, she's already there. It gets
100
me going.
years old, Conti's has been here serving up sweets
Yeah.
and good stuff for the community. So
Half of my lifetime. I'm here 50 years, so.
this is Conti's sweet shop, 100-year-old bakery here in Morris Park. Started with Italian family, now is in the hands of a great Italian Albanian family. But what I love is that they kept all the nostalgia from 100 years ago. This is what the shop looked like then, it still looks like it now. And they got all the great same recipes that the family started 100 years ago.
What are we doing with the CBD, with the legal marijuana?
CBD or THC? Because I'm THC.
I'm saying it's
All right,
the
well,
legal
all
that's
of it.
licensed. All of it.
That's what we need to make
We're
sure
doing it
people
in a
know
legal
about.
way, you know why? Because I want to pay my taxes.
Yes,
Okay?
thank you. We should be paying taxes.
That's what I want to
and
do.
that's what this is about. So I'm working on a seminar talking about all the licenses that are going to be available because there's so many different things that people want to do. They want to grow, they want to sell, they want to have dispensaries. And we're heading now to La Masa, which is the first Colombian restaurant in the Bronx. And as the only Colombian representative, technically the first Colombian representing the state, it's a little special place in my heart, and also a special place in my stomach because empanadas are to die for. So good.
Wait, tell us your birth story.
So my birthday was, or my birth story was in the local paper, but my dad didn't want to keep it because they told the story wrong. So
Tell us to us correctly now.
correctly, the story of my birth, the future Assemblywoman. May 6, 1988, 1 a.m. my mother woke up. She was like, I have pain, I need to go to the hospital. She goes to the hospital, the doctor's like, you're like 1 centimeter dilated, go home. So she's like, are you sure? I don't feel well. He sends her home, she sleeps. She gets up with more pressures, feeling like she has to go to the bathroom. By the time she gets to the bathroom, I'm crowning. So my father had just left the house, and thankfully my aunt was in the house, and no cell phones or nothing, so she had to run down the street, stop his car. Sonia's in labor, come back inside. He ran inside, gave birth, delivered me. At the time, kindergarten was a half day. So my second oldest brother was 5 years old, and he's coming home. And my dad was like all in, the theatrics. He's like, I was there, and I had you, and your umbilical cord was still there. So I saw your brother. I took shoelaces, and I tied the umbilical cord, and we sat there waiting for the paramedics while your umbilical cord was being held by the shoelace. So I was like, oh my God, crazy. My mom was laughing because she was like, I had brand new blue towels, and I didn't want to use the new towels because then they were all fuzzy. I didn't get to wash them. You were all covered in lint. They go to the hospital. Funnier part though, my oldest brother was 12 years old, so now he comes home from school and he gets home and he sees the house is a mess. Like everything's turned over, everything's just crazy. He goes upstairs to see my mom and he sees bloody towels and he's like, my family was murdered, no! So he runs to my grandmother's house who lived a couple blocks away and he's like, Mom, call 911, there's blood all over the house, Mommy's missing, someone killed her. She's like, no honey, she went to the hospital, she had the baby. So everyone was in the hospital. Paramedics, there was a little local news story, but they said that the paramedics delivered me when my father was like, no, it was me.
Yeah.
I caught you. I put the shoelace on your umbilical cord. That's the wrong story. Don't keep that paper. So I don't have the paper. One day I'm going to find it in the obituary or whatever it is. But that's the real story of my birth. So my family forever was like, you're going to be something somewhere. You're going to be someone because you came into this world with a bang. You're going to do something. So, as I said, this is a favorite spot of mine because it's just like home. This is what I used to eat, honestly, every single day growing up in a Cuban-Colombian household. You have your arroz con frijoles y pollo. This is Jaco Montalvo. He's the owner of La Masa, and as I said, it's the first Colombian restaurant that's now basically a franchise in the Bronx. And me, as a Colombian, I'm so proud to see it here. I was telling you before with the food, it feels like Mama's cooking. And I'm just so grateful that we have, such a giving business owner because not only is he giving good food with healthy options, we give back to the community so much.
Yeah, we do. We are for the community, from the community.
We went to Conti's Italian Bakery, La Masa Colombian Eatery. Now we're gonna go to Nana's Kitchen, Albany Kitchen. And you got so many different options. On this walk here, we're gonna see healthy, fresh candy, meat, and sushi. So come to Morris Park, you will trip around the world in 3 blocks. My district has probably the biggest Albanian community in all of New York City. So the restaurants, the celebration is right here in this district, and we're going to Nana's Kitchen now to try javapas. Javapas
Can't
is...
say I've ever had one of those.
No, but it's the best sausage you'll ever have. The Albany community and the culture is near and dear to me because the member that I worked for once upon a time, who was a former assemblyman, former councilman, was the first Albanian, Mark Jonah, his name, is the first Albanian American to ever hold a seat in New York State, New York City government. So, needless to say, it was a very exciting moment for the community. And it was that time in my early days in politics, working in government, that I was really entrenched in the Albanian community and the culture that comes behind it.
We're in the Bronx, but you'd think we're in Albania.
This is exotic Fanta. Can't find anywhere else.
Healthy Fresh is one of my favorite spots because not only do they have healthy options, all different smoothies, but they have a business motto is to live a happy life through health. So when you go in and you get your food or your smoothie, they always give you a little note that has a little affirmation about being positive for the day, working hard towards the day, and making every day a great day. So me being a mental health advocate on the mental health committee, very proud of the work that we've done. It's important to promote that part of your health is mental health as well. So I always thank Healthy Fresh for doing that. And it just leads the conversation to what else we have to do to lead healthy lives. And after the pandemic, mental health has certainly been a focus to many, and in this budget this year we really push to make sure that we have better support in our schools because our kids need mental health. We need to make sure that we're starting earlier, addressing the needs and awareness of distress and depression, whatever else it may be, but the conversation is happening now, and I'm so happy to see action finally being taken to fund our schools, to fund our community spaces, and to have it be a normal part of your conversation that mental health is wealth. So take care of yourself, physically and mentally.